Welcome back, everybody. This is Flagged, the podcast that talks and explains about the flags of the world. Today, we're talking about the flag of the Republic of Albania, a country situated in Europe's Balkan Peninsula. The country has an area of 28,756 square kilometers, a population of 2.8 million, which in comparison corresponds roughly to the population of Rome. The flag of the Albanian Republic, which in Albanian is called Flamuri y Shqiperisë, is, together with the Austrian flag, one of the oldest, dating back in fact to the 15th century. Officially, a version of the flag similar to today's was established as a national symbol when the nation obtained independence from the Ottoman Empire in 1912. The flag is composed of a red background with a central silhouette of a black eagle with two heads, each of which faces in opposite directions. In the jargon of heraldry, this symbol is defined as the double-headed eagle. The red symbolizes courage, strength, valor, and the blood shed by Albanian citizens for their homeland. The black eagle with two heads is an emblem originating in the ancient history of these people, and even today is still a highly valued symbol amongst the Albanian population. To demonstrate its importance, one need only look at the word Shqiperia, which in Albanian means land of the eagles. To understand the origins of this emblem, however, we have to step back a bit in history. It was the 2nd of March 1444, in the Cathedral of St. Nicholas Aleja, in Albania, and an Albanian noble called George Kastriota Skanderberg organized a grand meeting involving most of the Albanian princes and included the participation of a representative from the Republic of Venice. At this meeting, he was proclaimed unanimously the leader of the Albanian nation. These events upset Sultan Murad II, who at that time reigned over the Ottoman Empire. He sent a strong army against the Albanians. The engagement with Skanderberg's forces, who were significantly fewer in number, occurred on the 29th of June 1444 at Torviol, where the Turks suffered a heavy defeat. Skanderberg's success resonated well beyond the borders of Albania, arriving as far as Pope Eugene IV, who actually thought about launching a new crusade against Islam, led by Skanderberg, who he invested with the title Athlete of Christ and Defender of the Faith. Even after the death of this heroic leader, which occurred in 1468, the Albanian resistance against the Ottoman Empire continued for another 10 years. In 1478, the period of resistance ended after 17 years. However, the Ottomans had learnt that instead of unopposed expansion, the Albanians symbolized a resistance to their domination in the Balkan Peninsula. However, now, let's skip back to the flag. The emblem of the two-headed eagle actually derives from the very similar seal of the Kastriota family, of whom George Kastriota Skanderberg is obviously the most famous historically. In actual fact, the double-headed eagle was adopted on the imperial standard for the first time by Roman Emperor Constantine I, known as the Great, and actually remained on the standard of the Eastern Roman Empire up until the final Byzantine emperor. According to some authors, one head represents the West and the other the East, in particular reference to the two halves of the Byzantine Empire, with one in Europe and one in Asia. In reality, the origin of this symbol stretches back much further in time, with rock sculptures from the 2nd millennium BC in the region of Anatolia, attributed to the Hittites. Today, the Greek Orthodox Church uses the double-headed eagle as a hand-me-down from the Byzantine Empire, and the same standard has also been used by kings of Armenia, the Habsburgs, emperors of Austria and kings of Hungary, and by the Romanovs, Tsars of all Russia. According to some sources, the Kastriota family adopted this symbol not so much because of the regal ties, but because Paul Kastriota, the forefather of Skanderbergs, was the owner of two castles and the accompanying villages, and he wanted to symbolize these possessions. A peculiarity in the use of this symbol is seen in the coat of arms of the city of Fiume, where the two heads actually both face in the same direction, towards the left, that is the Oberver's right. From the time of Albania's independence in 1912, flag has undergone only minimal modifications. From 1928 to 1939, during the period of the Kingdom of Albania, above the eagle was placed the helmet utilized by Skanderberg, along with a goat's head that had 2 long horns. This was a clear reference to the fact that the monarch at the time, Zog Brand, had proclaimed himself as successor to George Castriota Skanderberg. From 1944 to 1992, under the clear influence of the Soviets, the classic communist symbol of hammer and sickle was included. Afterwards, a yellow star with 5 points, also in the Soviet style, was located to the left of the eagle. That's all for today's episode. I hope you find this format interesting, and for possible suggestions or questions, don't hesitate to contact the Instagram profile flagged_podcast. There you can also remain up to date on new episodes and other developments of the podcast. Looking forward to your company with the next episode that will be the Principality of Andorra. Bye again, here with Flagged.